Good morning, good evening, come on, come on. I'm Love Me Wanderlust, and you're watching
Disney Channel.
Good job. One more, and this time you're going to say,
Let's talk about today's topic. So, today's topic is going to be another unpopular opinion. It's what I'm known for, it's what I'm pushing. And we're going to be talking about the Dave Chappelle, The Closer comedy special on Netflix. As per usual, there is this common consensus of like, oh, he's being transphobic, oh, this, that, and the third. Again, I'm gonna have to give an unpopular opinion. I didn't view it that way. And I asked my partner, I asked all of my, a couple of my close friends too, and they're like, we're not viewing it that way. Now I can say like, okay, I'm not part of the trans community, so I don't know what words and what phrases and what triggers are going to activate or elicit a response. Because I'm not part of the community, I don't know how to react from their perspective. Now, the perspective that I can speak from is a Latino, Black, gay man's perspective, and from that perspective, I'm just kind of like, he spoke about gay people in the special. He spoke about Black people in the special. He railed on white people in the special. But I don't feel that he was deliberately trying to hurt anybody. But I always speak through the lens of a creative myself. You know, I have a very vivid imagination, and I'm an avid video game player and collector, so it's kind of like my mind is always running. I'm always listening to music. It's like everything and anything to do with any sort of artistic form of expression, I'm consuming it. Nerd! Yeah, I'm holding a Harry Potter one. I don't know. I need a prop. I'm always looking at it through an objective lens. I'm never automatically putting my personal bias into things. Because if I do that, then I'm ignoring larger conversations, or I'm closing the door to larger conversations. I, as a gay man, I myself am still learning about pronouns and how to interact with the trans community. And I'm just kind of like, I myself sometimes find myself walking on eggshells with the community, because I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. So it's like, I get when heterosexual people are kind of like, at this point, it's just kind of like they don't know what to say. So they just, under certain conditions, will just refuse to engage. If I see that somebody is espousing something and it's ignorant, and I know they're not deliberately trying to hurt people, I'm going to educate. But I don't like this whole thing where it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this person because they may not have known, or they may not have been privy to this certain information. And I know some people are going to be like, well, you can easily Google this. You can go online. You can ask this. And I'm kind of like, you need to understand, when these things don't affect you directly, you're not going to go out of your way to find out how these people live or what these people do. If you want people to respect you, 1, you need to respect others. 2, you need to be willing to listen. 3, you need to be willing to engage in dialogue. And 4, you need to be willing to educate. How many of you have said things in your lives that have been offensive? How many of you people have sat here, got tight, or got angry, and just gone off on somebody for no apparent reason other than you were just mad or you were ignorant to something? So it just really baffles me that everyone is just it's like you guys are always ready to fight a battle that you cannot win. It is not our responsibility to police someone's artistic expression. We cannot do that. Because if that's the case, then no creatives are going to want to create anymore because they're going to be like, well, my vision, my work isn't going to be viewed the way I want it to. It's going to be viewed the way the masses want it to be viewed. And how is that art? How is that art? How is that supposed to get you anywhere? How is it supposed to open your views and challenge your morals and challenge your ideas? I don't want to live in a world full of yes men. I don't want to live in a world full of everyone just doing the same thing, thinking the same way. No, challenge my views, challenge my morals, challenge everything that I am. If I feel in my heart of hearts that what I'm saying is right, I'm going to stand in my truth and I'm going to defend my views. And I'm going to sit here and educate people if I may feel that they're ignorant to the topic. If you guys don't critically think, you don't think beyond the surface, you'll see a headline, you'll see a freaking conversation topic on a YouTube headline or on a thumbnail, and you run with it. You don't do any research, you don't do any critical thinking, you don't do no background checks, no nothing. Where do we go? I thought comedy and art were some of the two lanes in the world, like two like professions where you can kind of, I don't want to say get away with things that are raunchy, but you can push the envelope. You can really bend the rules when it comes to it, because it's not meant to be taken literally. It's not meant to be interpreted literally. Art is subjective, like I always say. So however people may interpret it is how they interpret it. Consider the medium that this information is being presented in. Okay? Excuse me.
Ew.
Because in comedy, you expect the quiet part to be said out loud, but you also expect it to be presented in a way where it's funny. And there's other people that are gonna, and I know there's gonna be a swath of people talking about, well, you don't need to tell jokes at the expense of others. How many of you hang out with your friends and you tell jokes on your friends? How many of you go online on Instagram and on Facebook and on Snapchat and on TikTok or whatever? I don't use TikTok, so sorry, I'm an old head. How many of you get on these platforms and start ripping each other and start talking to each other, like talking to your friends any kind of way and saying some rough-ish? You know what I mean? Like, you guys will say some wild, off-the-wall things to your friends and you hee ha ha about it. And if anybody else were to come around you and hear that, in some cases it'll be considered offensive, and you guys will be like, "But I was just joking with my friends." I need people to literally shut their mouths and open their ears and their mind to a perspective, an idea, anything that differs from yours. Challenge yourself to think outside of the box that society has built for you. I guarantee you, half the people that are complaining about this special didn't even watch the full thing, and they probably just fast forwarded to the part where they knew they were gonna get offended by. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong.
Tim, on he has consistently denied what is a very.
And I guarantee you, some people are gonna lie and say, "Yeah, I watched it." I know how people on social media work. Like, I've been on social media since social media started way back when.
You're old.
There is a conversation to be had about addressing the trans community and the gay community, LGBT. There is a conversation to be had about how people interact and speak about white people and black people and Asians and all of this stuff. There's a conversation for that. There's a time and place for it. There's definitely room to sit here and expand people's mind frames when it comes to these topics. Consider the medium that this art form is being presented in. Whether it be painting, whether it be comedy, whether it be photograph, whether it be dance. There's so many mediums where art is expressed, and it can be raunchy. It can sometimes be offensive in some cases, but it's still art, and it's still how this person wants to portray that and put it out there to the world. It's not our job to tell these people how to do what they love. A lot of you people put too much bank in what a celebrity has to say. You'll let a celebrity mold and shape you, and then when the celebrity does something bad, all of a sudden they're evil and you don't want to pay attention to them no more. Why are you putting so much bank into people that don't even know you exist?
Die kenne ich nicht. Ups. Tief.
All they do is they provide entertainment. So be entertained. And if you're not entertained, keep it pushing. This culture is really sickening to me. It's really toxic, because I'm like, it leaves no room for growth. Because when you cancel somebody, y'all want to sit here and write them off, and you never want to hear from them again. So how do they grow? How do they prove that they've grown? Y'all really think trolling these people and saying the nastiest things about them and railing on them is gonna sit here and make a change? I know if it's me, if somebody's telling me, "Oh, you need to change this, and we're not gonna let you do this," I'm gonna get tight and I'm gonna double down just to get people angry, just because. I'm being honest. And I'm gonna end my video all the time with y'all get me tight up. Okay. Okay. Y'all get me tight. Disney Channel. I don't know what to say. So it's like, nope, we're gonna cancel them because I don't like what you said. I don't want to see you change. I don't want to hear you change. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see you progress. That's basically what y'all saying. So where do these people go from here? Where do we go from here as a people? Where do we go from here as a society? How do we further these discussions and conversations? Y'all need to start being real. Like, I'm tired of this tiptoe around these topics. The reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, the way I'm saying it, is because people need to hear real talk. None of this PC nonsense, none of this, I'm gonna walk on eggshells, none of that. No, y'all need to hear real opinions from real people, because real people are tired of this type of culture. And I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Y'all know how I end these videos. I bark on y'all and I say thank you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.